Against the Cestui Trust Act of 1666, it has absolutely nothing to effing do with a birth certificate, turning property over to the people, over to the crown. It had only to do with the Great London Fire of 1666, and it had to do with the plague of 1666, and all royalty, all the people who could afford to get the hell out of London did. And everybody was scared shitless to come back for a couple of years, so the king realized that people were just going to loot everything. So they said, look, we catch anybody looting anything or digging through the fire and pulling like candlesticks out and not turning them over to the crown, they said, we're sitting in the warehouse. And that stuff's going to sit in the warehouse for 7 years. And after 7 years, it's going to become property of the crown. And then the crown will determine how it's going to be dispensed amongst the people, or sold, or traded, or bartered. Don't you people think you're going to do it on your own? That's the Cestui Trust Act of 1666. Now, what all these other people are trying to drill into your skulls have no clue, because I actually went back and read it. Because when somebody sent me the Cestui Trust Act of 1666, their opinion is like, that's not Old English. That's not how they would write back then, 400 or 500 years ago. That's not the vernacular. That's not the terms of art they would use. That's not how they speak back then. So I actually went and found the book, and I said, now that's the way they spoke. This has nothing to do with any of this nonsense I'm saying.